Let me know when we're ready. We are ready. Good morning. First live stream ever. I'm here with Bobby, film school graduate. I'm very proud to say. I'm working with film school graduates. You know, 2 months ago, Bobby, when you came to me, your confidence was low. You're confident. I see you walking into Starbucks. Give me a caramel mocha. What's your name, sir? I'm Bobby. You see, you're confident. Bobby, when you set up, please. You know how I like things. Okay, let's put this out of the way so I can concentrate. Well, we had a guest this morning, but the guest did not appear. So I'm sure she's watching right now. Hey, how you doing? Thanks a lot. Now I'm doing a one-man show. I'll see you at the gym. Okay, you're still hot. Okay, fine. I was going to call the show The Hottest Girl of the Century. Obviously not the hottest, but you have to hook. You have to have a title. You have to have like high retention. People go to it. Oh shit, the hottest girl. I even had my shorts on, but just me and you, Bobby, so I just changed because, you know, work environment, I have to be respectful. So, but sometimes, I catch Bobby looking at me. It's okay. It's human. It's fine. Dolly Parton died yesterday. I'm so sad. I used to want to fuck her. Now she's dead. But, yeah, I don't know why. Since I was 8 years old, I loved Dolly Parton, Elvira. I always liked these older women. And now she's not alive. Is that disrespectful to talk about her now that she died? But I'm not sure. Are we live? Are people watching me right now? Do you think, a lot of people are watching? So, even if a lot of people are not watching, even if no one is watching, just hanging out with you, Bobby, is worth more than all the accolades of the world put together. Did you hear me? Damn, thumbs up. He always does a thumbs up. Sometimes when he's like really enjoying himself, 2 thumbs up. When he really laughs at one of my jokes, he just turns red like a tomato and Bobby, it's getting to the point that you know that I'm one of the best comics in the world. And you enjoy working here. You love it. Now you love it. I can feel it because when you came on 2 months ago, you weren't sure, you and Tommy, because I had talked about John, the previous guy, and you didn't know if I was going to talk about you in a bad way, mention you, violate your privacy. But you see now, 2.5 months later, you haven't really been paid a lot or at all. But you know that I'm very, very respectful in every way, right? And you love that. Look at him shaking his head up and down vehemently. You didn't think I knew that word as a college dropout. Vehement. I surprise you all the time. Okay, I don't know what else to talk about. I think I'm done. So I can tell you that I'm very happy with the show, but we're still not fucking monetized, and we have almost 2 million people watching. What's going on? It's fucking YouTube. We like YouTube. I've always watched YouTube. Warren Buffett always says you have to go with invest or go with what you really love. And I love YouTube. I go to YouTube before HBO, Netflix. I always go to YouTube. But I didn't know YouTube was so horrible in that way. Because we have all these people watching, thousands and thousands of casual viewers, thousands of regular viewers. I have women sending me titty pictures from Anchorage, Alaska. There's one in Ontario, Canada. And why can't they live down the fucking block? Just invite them over. My wife's not here. Just come over. But they live far. And I'm respectful. So I don't say, well, can I have another one of those pics? So when it's community post, I tell them, thank you, keep watching. But oh my God, I want to get with them so badly. But they're so far away, like half a world away. Oh shit, my wife is watching. I shouldn't be, this is live? It's live. Oh shit, fuck. Okay, anyway, that's fine. She knows I'm just joking around. So I can tell you we had a rat up in the attic. But I had the handyman put some blinds in the studio. Nice temperature in here, right? It's nice and cool. And he put some repellent in the attic, and it was quiet last night. I only heard my wife snoring. I didn't hear a rat scratching or anything. And I was so tired from yesterday. It was 105 degrees, and I drove all the way to Agora Hills to pick up one kid. And then drove all the way to Northridge to pick up the other kid. And then it reminds me of a guy I know named Jimmy. I named him Fire Pit Jimmy because when we went to the Ritz-Carlton, he was always by the little fire pit. And he was bragging how his kids had chauffeurs. And he would pay $90,000 for each chauffeur, and he would chauffeur the kids to high school, to their events, and he had a house in Seattle and one in Miami. And so yeah, he liked my jokes, and all these rich people like my jokes. Did I ever tell you, Bobby, that a lot of rich people tell me that my jokes are so good that anytime I come to their mansion in Hong Kong or their apartment in Shanghai, that I can sleep in their bed. They're not even going to give me a guest room. They love me so much I can sleep in their bed. Hopefully their wife is still in it, but either way, that's fine. I can tell you that I'm happy. This is a live stream. I've got no one to talk to, and Bobby doesn't talk to me. But we're still live? What was that, like a minute and a half? Fuck, now what? Okay, give me a topic, man. Come on, pick a topic. Then it'll get me going. And just, let's talk about the silent film coming out next week. Okay, so we did one. It was comical, and that was last week, and people seemed to really like that, where I went to the market, Tony Hobo character, went to the market. And so we want to enlighten people about the plight of homeless people. And so we had compassion, kindness, love, non-judgmental understanding. We had that on the screen. Did you see the one where I got on the bar and slept on the bar? You're looking at me like you didn't see it. You liked it, right? So the teaser for the film, the silent film coming out next week, 1 million people watched it this weekend. It got us to 319,000 subscribers. Wonderful, right? But the bots, I like the way Google or YouTube removes the bots, because I don't want to have any bots at all. I want to have real people from all over the world watching and laughing. So it's removed already 900 bots. So now we have 300. It's not going to drop under 318,000 at this point. So with the shorts we have coming from the Taylor show that we did this weekend, we'll go to 400, 500. See, the subscriber count is not the problem, because people from all over the world, we have people watching in Vietnam, Indonesia, you name the country, Pakistan, South Africa, everywhere. Our American market is getting bigger. It was at 9%. Now it's at 15% in the last 7 days. So it's gone up. So it's trickling up. We want to have more of the American market, but I don't want too many people here in America to know me. If I still if I want to rob a bank or something, oh fuck, that was Tony Rockman. It's better if people in Vietnam and other places around the world know me. That's fine. But I'm just joking, right? I'm not going to rob a bank or anything. Here, thanks. I can tell when you smile, when it's a real smile or not a real smile. I can tell, because we've known each other 2.5 months. Aren't you glad you met me? Super glad. You pray at night, thank you God that I met Tony. No, okay. So where were we? The film coming out next Friday, September 4. So the teaser was this weekend to promote it. And people want the silent films. Hey, you know what? Maybe we won't do podcasts. Maybe we'll just do we'll have a contract with Netflix, and we'll just do silent films only, because there's no one doing it. Is there anyone ever in the history of your life, 23 years, have you seen silent films on Netflix other than Charlie Chaplin or Buster Keaton? Have you seen any? There was one that won the Academy Award 20 years ago. Remember? When you go to film school, they don't show you movies and stuff. I can't hear you with these headphones on. Okay, so there was one. It was a black and white romantic. They're dancing. It won an Academy Award for Best Picture roughly 20, 25 years ago. And that was it was an hour and a half. It was the only modern silent film. So the Academy really loves silent films. But ours are 5 minutes, 8 minutes. The one coming out next week is where the character loses his baby. Right. So let me tell you about the park. I was texting you this morning. I'm not sure if you were able. Have a seat. I got you a director's chair, so you could be like a Spielberg. Go ahead, enjoy. You want some coffee? It's right there for you. One day, Bobby's going to want to sue me, and my lawyer is going to say, well, why didn't you leave him a long time ago? And Bobby's going to say, well, he made me fresh squeezed orange juice, and he opened up a bag of Costa Rican beans, and it was fantastic coffee. He would grind the beans every morning for me. You know you're not going to win that lawsuit, right? I treat you like gold. I think one time you even said I treat you better than your parents. No? No? I could have swore you said that. I probably dreamed it. Oh, no, I don't want to admit I dreamed about you. Okay. So the film coming out next week, it's called The Master. And The Master, everyone thinks, oh my God, this is so good. The teaser was fantastic. There was no one who didn't love the teaser. They think, well, it's me. I'm the master. I'm talking about myself. I'm bragging. But no, I'm not the master. So you find out at the end of the silent film next week who the master is. So the character that I play loses his baby. So I'm not going to tell you what happens, but that's the gist of the story. And we are very excited for that. And if they want to do more silent films, I can do a lot of them. I write them, I direct them. So Tommy's coming back. He's working right now on another project. When he comes back next week, we're going to finish up. I want to stay consistent, so I want him to be continuing the shooting, because I think the last 2 or 3 scenes we have in the film that we're going to finish next Tuesday, it debuts next Friday. I thought, well, if worst case scenario, if you've got to do it, no, I'm joking. I'm saying if you have to do it, then it's not going to be consistent. I would love for you to do silent films with me in the future, but I just want the director's vision or the person shooting it on camera to be consistent. But if you've been wondering how come I didn't do a silent film with you, it's coming. You've already been very busy editing and filming and all that. So that's why I have 2 film school graduates. So next week when he comes back, we're going to do a lot of insult humor. So by the way, I put the Costco insult humor back on public. So the reason why I put like 75 shorts on private is I wanted more people to go to the long form to build up the watch hours for long form. And it seems to be working the last week and a half. But one of the biggest agents in LA is looking at us right now, and for representation. So I talked about the insult humor, how I do insult humor, and no one does it like the way I do it. It's not malicious or nasty or mean like most. If you see a roast on TV, most of them are pretty bad. They're not good-hearted. So mine is very good-hearted. So the last time someone did it in the way that I do it, it's Don Rickles from years ago. And by the way, Don Rickles went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts that I went to. Did you know that? You didn't know that.
I think you mentioned it.
Oh, I mentioned it. Oh, you remember something I said? That's good. Okay. So he went there. So I put those 4 Costco shorts on. So if they're looking at it, they're like, oh shit, he's roasting a dog. He's roasting old people, mentally challenged people. Even though, you know, how at Costco during the one short where I'm insulting the mentally challenged guy who works at Costco, I did that in a good-natured way, right? It wasn't bad, was it? Perfect. So I can insult even whoever, and it comes out great. In fact, the people who laugh the hardest and the most are the people I'm insulting. The moment I insult them, they automatically know that I'm good-natured and it's just a joke, and they laugh the most. So I'm not sure if I told you, years ago, I did a show where I went into the elevator in Vegas. I went into the Encore elevator and all these elevators in these hotels, and I would pick like rich hotels and poor hotels, and I would have like CEOs and surgeons in the rich hotel in the elevator, and I'd have like just regular people in the Bally's hotel elevator, and I would insult people in the elevator, and I had the Ray-Ban video glasses on. So a lot of the people watching now know that and have seen that, but eventually it didn't work. Because logistically, with the Ray-Ban glasses, if there's 10 people in the elevator and I'm making fun of everyone, it didn't look good for the audience because I'm going from one person to another, insulting them, and everyone's laughing. The jokes are great. The insults are great. But it was hard to watch. So I couldn't figure it out. I had my kid, who at the time was like 7 years old, in the elevator with a phone, the iPhone, and we tried to like film it from the corner of the elevator. And that didn't work. A lot of people objected to being on camera. In fact, the Ray-Ban, I had to put like a little plastic on the light so nobody can see I'm filming. And even then, people who love the insults would object to, possibly am I still filming? And I tell them, no, I have these on because my wife might be calling. I want to get her call. Of course, that's a lie. But I don't even know how to answer the phone on the Ray-Ban glasses. I just know music because all of a sudden I was driving and the music came on when I was wearing them. And you're not too hot, right? You have that little fan right there, okay? Don't sue me because there's no insurance here. You won't get anything, okay? There's no liability or anything. You're on your own.
So the gear isn't insured?
Nothing is insured. Why? The gear's not insured. Why are you asking? You're going to steal it?
You should not. I'm saying you shouldn't insure your gear.
But you need money for premiums.
It's pretty cheap.
Where am I going to get money for premiums?
Gear insurance is pretty cheap. That's why people gotta donate on Patreon.
What insurance? I'm still on food stamps. You didn't know that? I'm joking about that.
Yeah,
That was a good one?
that's why we gotta insure our gear because
Where am I going to get? I'm trying to get monetized to get some money. So we're doing Patreon. Patreon is going to be open on Friday.
donate on Patreon so we can insure our cameras.
Oh, people can donate?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We can get donations on Patreon?
Yeah, donate on Patreon.
Oh, please donate. Please donate. I hope we get like an old person who's about to die. He's always like killed people and did bad shit. And he's like, oh, this fucker, Tony Rockman, let's give him $1 million. What would you do? Oh, right away, Bobby, I'd cut you a check for like 300 is okay?
Come on.
Okay. I give you like $5,000. And like I presented. Okay, well, you get 5% is what? 50,000. That's all you're entitled to. That's our deal. A deal's a deal. Well, you want more than 5% now? You're renegotiating?
50,000 is okay. I'll take it.
Of course you'll take it. You'll take it and you'll dance and you'll be just doing so jolly and you'll be doing this like a... Say again?
I think 7.5 might be better.
7.5 what? I didn't want to say this because it's a work environment. But you're Jewish, aren't you? You're not Jewish? But I thought you're Jewish. You look Jewish. But that's not a bad thing because you're always negotiating with me and Tommy doesn't negotiate at all.
What does that mean? I look Jewish. What are you implying?
Because they negotiate. You're really good with negotiate. You negotiate. You grind me and everything. I thought for sure he's Jewish. And you live in a good part of town. You have a nicer house than me.
What do you mean I look Jewish?
That's not bad. Don't I look Jewish? Look at that. He's laughing for the first time. What a beautiful smile you have. You don't have to compliment me back, but look. We're finally having a conversation after 2.5 months you've worked here. You're so quiet this whole time. It's not a bad thing, but as soon as you negotiated the first time, I'm like, this guy's Jewish, but I can't bring it up because it's the work environment. You can't bring up religion. I don't even ask you if you believe in God. Sometimes I sneak it in there, right? Yeah, I can tell. I'm like, oh, thank God for the day is so beautiful. And then I look at you. You're looking down. I'm like, fuck, he doesn't believe in God. I don't think I can work with someone that doesn't believe in God. I can work with anyone because, for me, it's just about the work. I don't care. I respect everyone no matter what. But it's I have friends, really, really, really good friends who I love, and they don't believe in God. They're probably watching right now. I'm not going to mention you by name. I would never do that. But, sometimes I feel bad that they don't believe in God. I want there to be a God. What's the number one reason I want there to be a God? I'll tell you because you'll never be able to figure it out. I want there to be a God. So one day, I'm going to go to God after, obviously, I pass away. And I'm going to say, God, I'm 54 years old. One of the funniest people in the world. Insult humor, mime, acting. You saw my acting, right? You just said it's good. Come on, it's more than good, right? Okay, you're going to laugh now. What, it's not good? The kids who I was with in acting school, I was 50. I'll tell you right now why I went to acting school. You're not going to believe it. Another Kobe Bryant story. Fucking John would hate when I tell Kobe Bryant stories. They were all younger than you, 18, 19. And you have to audition to get into the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. They're not going to just take any schmuck. So I auditioned twice. I auditioned and they turned me down. So then they reconsidered and they said, you know what? We're going to audition you again. So I'm like, fuck, I have to really give it everything I have. I have to imagine there was a car accident. My bird passed away. My dog passed away. I have to be really sad. I have to be really on point, cry on cue. And they let me in. The second audition, they said, okay, you're in. Right?
It took you 2 tries.
The fuck, man? Did you ever go to acting school? Now you want to do jokes? You want to sit up here? We'll put a bag over your head. No one will know who you are. Okay. 2 tries. Fucking American Academy of Dramatic Arts, the #1 acting school in the country. And so I took ballet. So when you're in that school, you have a curriculum. You know, you're full-time 9 hours a day. It's no joke. So 8-9 hours a day. I started with our summer program intensive, and that was a full 9 hours a day, a true intensive. And all the young people in there would call me a legend. In fact, there's an improv class. And in the improv class, are you listening, Bobby? During the improv class, you know, in improv, you can be your old self, your young self. You can go back and forth in time. You can be another person. So during improv, I gave birth to myself. And that's when everyone started calling me a legend.
You're having a baby and the baby is you?
No, obviously I was my mom having me.
You're having a baby and the baby is you.
Try not to talk too much now. All of a sudden, it's like a flood. So at the first 3 seconds, even the improv teacher didn't know what I was doing. So then because they've never seen that before. So not only that class, but other classes. So you take a range, you take voice classes, accent classes, which, by the way, are very, very, very hard. And that's why most of the Mexican actors, after decades of acting professionally, cannot get rid of their Hispanic accent. But you notice the British actors are phenomenal. You can't tell until they have an interview on like 2020, or you can't tell, oh shit, he's a British accent. I didn't know that. They're that good. So they are phenomenal. That's why they use a lot of the British actors, because they're trained, highly trained in their British Academy where they go. And so I took ballet. And the reason I bring it up is my wife would make fun of me. And I've never had, you like this story, right? It's just me and you right now.
Tom Holland also did ballet.
I can't hear you. I have ringing of the ears. Speak up.
Do you know who Tom Holland is?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he did ballet.
What, you think I'm that old? The kids call me a dinosaur. You believe it?
He did ballet.
They all did ballet. Because whatever acting academy you went to in Britain, it's the same exact curriculum that they have here. So just a different school. So this is the top school here. Kirk Douglas went to my school. Don Rickles, Adrian Brody. They all succeeded except me. In fact, the people that I went to school with got out of school and started doing commercials, NexGuard, all kinds of commercials. You know, NexGuard, the dog flea thing. They started doing commercials and all that, and acting, and even, yeah, man, just not me. What the fuck? I'm cursed. But my wife is happier that I have not made it, because that's right. Now you're looking up, because she's afraid that if I'm going to make it, I'm going to leave her. But that's not going to happen. So she doesn't have to worry about that. Like last night, she thought I'm going to have 2 shows today, 2 live streams with 2 amazing girls. And all of a sudden, the live stream is going to get us monetized. And then, you know, she's going to have to start cleaning in order to like keep me home, because that's my #1 complaint. There's not enough cleaning. Oh, shit. Now she's going to come home and bitch because she's watching right now. Healthcare? What? You want to give the address of her work right now so someone can go shoot her? It's not a bad idea.
Got her address on this one. Doesn't
She
she work in healthcare?
works in healthcare. She's not a doctor. If I was a doctor, I wouldn't do this bullshit. Be like, fuck, it's a reservation 8 o'clock. Yes, I'm with Dr.
I have no idea where she works. I'm not gonna.
Good. I'm not going to tell you either. Jeez. If I don't pay you right away, you're going to go to her. You're going to Tony didn't pay me today. By the way, I take care of you guys. So the silent film, we were in the park and we were filming, and there's a beautiful bench. And I didn't tell you this part. I texted you some of it this morning. But all the landscapers were there that morning. It was like 95 and it was really hot. And you know, I'm method acting like Marlon Brando. You probably don't know him either. Marlon Brando, one of the greatest actors in the history of the world. YouTube it later. So method acting is a big thing. So I got into the role. So I'm wearing 3 sweaters, 3 winter sweaters, a shirt underneath, and a tank top. And it's about 95, 97. I thought it was really hot, but it got hotter as the days kept going. Now it's been really crazy hot. Everything okay with the cameras? I look good? If my wife leaves me, I'll be able to find someone? I hope I don't have to go to Canada for that shit. Someone local. Okay, so I'm hot. So by the end of the fourth or fifth scene, I'm nauseous and I'm drinking like a big gulp and I'm still like thirsty. So we couldn't finish the last 2, 3 scenes. And I still wanted to. And we have an actor that I hired in North Hollywood. So we were going to go finish up the film because I only had Tommy on that day. I knew he was going to go on his trip on the project. So I'm like, let's finish up. Let's go home and take a break. And you're going to edit. I'm going to take a break and we're going to go out. I just couldn't go out. There's nobody here. Don't worry. The dogs are in the living room. They're locked up in the living room. Okay. So we're filming and the landscapers, every house that morning had landscape going. Every house. There's down the hill, up the hill, all around. And there was a landscape truck next to the park where we parked. So I thought the guy in the park was a landscaper taking a break. No, he was a homeless guy. Because those landscapers were in the house next to the park. And they were working there. They just parked next to the park. So I was wrong. That was a homeless guy just in the park. So we're on this bench and we hear all the landscapers. But I'm like, I'm in my role. I'm getting ready. I'm hot, but I'm just so psyched up, amped up. And Tommy's ready. We're about to film. And I tell Tommy, I'm going to go do a scene with that homeless guy. And he was stunned. So Tommy is like, he was taken aback. And this is not a joke or anything. He's like, because you guys are very, very timid. So I noticed when I go to Starbucks with you, you don't like when I'm too, gregarious with people. And when I went to Chick-fil-A for lunch with Tommy, I was flirting with everyone and talking. And the manager's like, I know you. I've watched your show, which I get a lot. By the way, wherever I go, people recite lines. They recite the punchlines from the shorts back to me. I told you about this. You have to pay attention more when I talk. Just write the shit down. Let me just write it down for you and not talk to you at all. Just write shit down for you. But I'm worried because I text you shit. At the end of the day, you ask me. I'm like, Bobby, I texted you that twice. What? Oh, no, don't. Just be straight. I like it more when you're straight. You be my straight man, so to speak. What are we talking about? Okay, so I said, Tommy, I'm going to go and do a scene with him right now. Just out of the blue, impromptu. Because I noticed he's just obviously at this point, I know he's a homeless guy. I'm going to go do a scene with him. He was really taken aback. Really? Because when I was at Chick-fil-A, he didn't like when I was like talking and people are like talking back to me. They're enjoying. Everyone's laughing. And they like even upgraded my drink for free. And, but you guys, after 2.5 months, you're not used to the way I am? You're not used to it? But you're better than before. You guys were so timid before 2.5 months ago. I brought you closer to normal. I brought you to the point where you're laughing.
Excuse me, normal?
Like laughing more. That's what I mean by normal. Because before you were really not laughing at all. You were worried about me and you didn't know what you would expect. So by normal, like laughing more, being like more friendly in that way, that normal. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm going to go do a scene with him. He was really taken aback. He took a step back. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, go ahead, Tommy. Get the camera ready. So he does his thing. I'm like, you can go right there. You can zoom in from where you are. He's like, yes, I can. Okay, so he sets up where he is. I go over to the guy and have my scene that you see in the teaser. And there was more of it. There was actually more of it. But Tommy said that the camera was shaking. And it was really, and I saw it. It was like really in the first 35 seconds. I was like, okay, just cut that. I don't know what it was, but I don't know what he expected. He should know it all goes well with me. Because I'm, first of all, a whisperer, homeless whisperer. I've done that my whole life. And I'm just good with people. So you guys, at this point, you know that. So I said, just cut all of that. And he did a great job editing. And then I think the last second where, do you see the homeless guy at the end? He didn't want me to kiss him. He didn't want it.
So you kissed him about his consent?
Weren't you watching? How many times did you watch it?
I watched it a couple of times.
Couple of times? Most, I don't want to say normal. You objected to that earlier. But most people watch it like 10 times just for the music. But by the way, don't minimize my acting. It wasn't the music that made it. You can put that music, you can wash dishes and put that music on. No one's going to watch that shit. It was the acting. So at first, you see he pulls away. He doesn't want to be kissed. And then I say one word to him. Did you watch it? I say one word, and he allows me, puts his cheek up, he lets me kiss him.
Yeah.
I know you're wondering what I said to him.
What did she say?
Ah, of course you're wondering. You want me to tell you now?
Yeah, what did she say?
I said beso.
What?
Beso. What the fuck? You don't speak Spanish? Ask Tommy.
Tommy.
Tommy says he doesn't speak Spanish, but I saw him. My dog he was working it was so hot in the studio.
Doesn't speak Spanish.
Dude, listen. So I said, you know what? It's too hot in the studio. We didn't have the blinds and we had the air all the way up. I said, come in my house, sit in the kitchen on the island. And he's sitting there and the dog came around him. I'm like, you want me to kick the dog out? He's like, no, it's fine. So he didn't think I was listening, but Tommy turns around and he tells the dog, siéntate.
Doesn't speak Spanish.
Siéntate means sit. You don't know any of this stuff, right?
No, he doesn't speak Spanish.
He said siéntate. I'm not lying to you. I'm like, oh, fuck. So listen, so I'm jealous of people who live in Tijuana because they go work in San Diego and then they go back. They don't have to pay the bills. They don't have tension because they go back and live on the beach in Tijuana or wherever in Tijuana. Low cost of living. People are friendly. It's wonderful. And then they go work in San Diego for a higher wage and take that back to their family in Tijuana. So I'm so jealous of people who do that. And for years, people do that. They live in TJ and work in San Diego. I'm not sure if you, as a white person, if you knew that. Of course he didn't. So Tommy tells me, we're talking, first time we had lunch, and he tells me that, so I talk about how I don't think my kid's grandfather is a good grandfather because he has not spent enough time with them. And they actually told me they're okay with him, they love him, they're fine. I'm like, okay, as long as you think so. But I would be a grandfather the way I'm a father. I would be very hands-on. I'd be like the grandfathers who always pick the grandkids up every day. I would be like that. So I asked about his grandfather, and he said, oh, his grandfather lived in TJ. I'm like, there you go. So he has obviously he has some people in his family speaking Spanish, and he picked it up because when you're a kid and people speak Spanish around you, you absorb whatever language it is, Mandarin or whatever. You see the kids pick up Chinese when they're little Chinese kids. Yeah, because when you're a kid, you absorb that and you pick up the language. So I think he said siéntate to my dog. Anyway, where were we? So I filmed it with the homeless guy. And I think if I only can do one thing differently about the teaser, I think he cut it maybe 1 second too short at the end. Because do you see the guy after I kiss him on the cheek? He kind of like chuckles. He gets a kick out of it. You saw that? Okay, so I think it dissolved like a second too quickly. I don't know if a lot of people picked up that he smiled. What do you think?
I think it was too short.
Too short as far as 1 or 2 seconds too short.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't get enough of me. I understand that. But yeah, like maybe 1 second too short. But you do that too sometimes. Sometimes you cut something too short, but you guys are getting the hang of it. But when he was filming, I know he was thinking, I've never filmed such a masterful actor. And this is no, you don't have to laugh now. And so after I kissed the guy and the scene was over, like 30 seconds later, I turn around and I walk toward Tommy. Tommy's still laughing. He's enjoying the fuck out of it. Yeah, he was getting a kick out of it because I didn't tell him what the scene was going to be, or I just told him I'm going to go over and do a scene with him. And I knew, so a lot of the footage from my previous partners we don't have for whatever reason, but that's okay.
I actually found some of it.
Oh shit! Why didn't you tell me? That's good news.
To tell you.
You forgot to tell me? So I'm sure if we get a check in the mail, you're gonna forget to tell me, oh Tony, we got a check in the mail. Sorry. This is why I didn't come into work. Fuck you, Tony.
Why would I get a check in the mail?
Okay, so we got the hobo footage from 6 months ago?
I think so.
Did you see the one where I'm hugging the homeless guy?
I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you a little bit.
Did you watch it?
I was doing data management that day, so I didn't watch it.
I know you like working at home because I'm not there to bother you. You're not supervised. I'm not in your hair. You could do what you want. You can, bring out the Barbie dolls, or I don't know what you do at home.
Watch it after the show.
Okay, so there's one scene where the homeless guy was...
Barbie, hold on.
It's just a joke. Don't like Barbie? I even had that... told the same joke about Joe Rogan. So you're in good company. So Yeah, I said Joe Rogan. I was mad because something had happened, and I said, "Oh, you're too busy to come watch me. What? You're at home playing with the Hello Kitty? Oh, that's why I said Hello Kitty. I know they're cute, Joe. That was not Barbie. Hello Kitty. So this homeless guy was sleeping for the scene. He was sleeping on the sidewalk all night. He was sleeping there. He just got up in the morning, and I handed him $1. And at the time, my business partner, the guy who was filming, the African guy 6 7 months ago, he was filming with the big lens across the street, literally across Topanga Canyon, 500 feet away. So I handed the homeless guy who just woke up $1. And the homeless guy said to me, "No, you need this more than me." And I insisted on, yeah, because I look really homeless when I do my get up. I'm really in it. I'm like, no, I insisted. He refused to take it. And then he even said, "No, brother, it's for you." And he hugged me. And tell me you have that footage.
I haven't watched it. I just maybe saw some of it.
Okay, so you found it. I know these motherfuckers didn't delete my shit. They were scared of me. They were scared of me.
I'll show it to you a little later today. But just a heads up, we are getting the camera's getting a little warm. So if you want to start maybe wrapping it up for the day.
What the fuck? It's a live stream. These people want me to go all day. They have it playing in the background while they're working. They have their miserable little whatever job they're doing, and they're listening to me and laughing and hopefully. So which one is getting warm? That one? Okay. So why don't we do this? Why don't we, the warm one, when it's really warm and you see the bar, we can put it aside or put it under the air or put it next to the fan and just switch to this one. Yeah? Good? Okay, so they go longer. So when you see it's getting dangerously close, you see the bars, immediately shut it down, go to this one, and put this. This is your job. Why am I telling you how to do your job? You went to film school. I dropped out of junior college. Why am I telling you?
You're kind of directing the show.
But don't let me boss you around. Am I a bully?
No, but you were kind of directing the show. Like this is your.
I do that. I did that with Tommy in the park, and I think it's because my wife bullies me. She tells me what to do. So when she's not around, you see, I do it to other people. Yeah, you see, that's what happens to a victim. When you're a victim, you know, the way you get victimized, you do to other people. Never mind. So what are we talking about? We did the films coming out September 4. That is the saddest silent film in over 100 years. It's called The Master. At the end of the silent film, you find out who the true master is. And it's not me, even though it's debatable if it could be me, because obviously mime acting, all that shit. Yes, obviously. So I wanted to get to a point where our numbers are so phenomenal. We will not be denied. People will come to us, begging us to work with them. That's what's going to happen. Mark my word. So until that happens, we just have to grind. You know what grinding means? It's not a sexual term. So even though you might have thought it might be. No, it's not. So in poker, grinding is you put in the work until you make that money. It's grinding. So it's literally grinding. It's really hard to do. You have to be patient and you have to grind. That camera's good?
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me know if you want to shut this one off and we can go to this one. So everyone's watching. I hope they're enjoying themselves. I know I'm not. I mean, I am. So yeah, this is Dolly Parton. She passed away.
Pretty dead, right?
Say again?
It's looking a little. Oh, we have two watching.
What the fuck? Only 2? Hi, Mom. No, she doesn't even know I'm alive. How do you know? You know how many people? Do they know how many people are watching?
Do they?
Yeah, because if they know how many people are watching, they'd be like, what? There's only 2 people. They'll shut it off. They're thinking it's shit. It's not good. Because if you see like 2 million people watching, oh shit, I got to watch that. But if it's 2 people, they're like, what the fuck? This is shit. I'm not going to be like number 3. And they shut it off.
We're good.
Because people want a frenzy. That's why I went to Jurassic Park. Because everyone was going to that movie. That was before you were born. Can they see how many people?
I think so.
Shut that off so they can't see it.
You can't shut it off.
It's a feature. Well, they know there's only 2 people. I must fucking suck. Let's just do silent films, man. I don't have to talk. It's so much easier. People like that shit. What the fuck? I told like 10 million people about this fucking live stream. So it's the girl who was supposed to show up today. She's watching. You know she's watching. And then fucking my wife is watching. It can't be 2. I've got like at least 2 friends out there watching. That's 4.
Maybe the numbers aren't accurate. I don't know.
It's not fucking YouTube. So they're fucking with our live stream numbers too?
Maybe.
What The fuck? Because I know I happen to have 3 friends. I know it's hard to believe. And those 3 friends and my wife is 4. The girl who flaked today, that's 5. Wait a second. You didn't tell anyone about this live stream, Bobby? You didn't leave your device on at home? I always fucking... This is not synergy. You have to always, remember that you're part of the team. You got to like the post. What do you mean? Just have it on when you're working. This is so horrible. This is why I want to quit every single day. I don't quit because I just like hanging out with you. Believed it. Well, at least my dog loves me. My kids love me sometimes when I buy them food and shit. 2 people, man. This is why I don't want to continue. This is too good. It's too good for 2 people watching. You know what? I don't fucking believe their numbers. First of all, they don't give us any of our data. It's bullshit. I happen to know there's 3 people. Sabu is watching. Sabu is watching. I have other friends, I'm not going to name them. I named Sabu because he's been on the show many times. That's 3 or 4 people that I know that are watching right now. Fuck YouTube. I'm sorry, but there's 4 fucking people who have their devices on right now who are watching. They might have the volume off. I don't blame them. But that's 4. My wife is 5. The girl who flaked today is 6. I'm not even counting your device on because I can bet it's not on. That would be 7 if you actually, were part of the team. How come you don't have your device on?
Because you don't want me to have my phone on during filming.
But this is different. It's live stream. That would be 1 more person watching. In an hour, an hour is an hour.
Okay.
But you know what? It's too late now. We're almost done. I feel like just wrapping it up. I can't believe it. So they fuck with your numbers on live stream too?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, this is our first stream, so it might just be like
Okay, how long have we gone?
40 minutes.
Okay, 40 minutes times the bullshit 2 they give. Okay, that's 80 minutes of time. So once you archive, those 80 minutes will add up to our time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it happens. At least 80 minutes, right? And we have our fans watching too. So fucking bad. We have at least 8 or 9 fans watching, plus my wife, plus my friends. It's like 13 or 14 people. That can't be right. Are you sure you're doing it right? Maybe you should have gone to a better film school.
I can't control YouTube.
Did you apply to more than one film school?
Dude, I cannot control YouTube. That's just the way it is.
You got your degree, right?
Yeah.
You never showed it to me.
I'm not gonna show my degree.
So do you really have one? You don't want to show me your degree. Now I'm suspecting that you don't have a degree. Why? Take a picture, a screenshot. What am I going to do with it? I'm just going to see if it's real.
I can show you my degree. It's real.
You know I'm fucking with you. Okay, so I think you did a great thing by going to this film school because it's not too far from you, but you didn't live at home when you went here. But you don't live too far away from the school. No, you just wanted to get away.
No, I was working in the valley too. So I was in Norfolk 7 days a week, and the commute just became too much.
I think we just lost one of our 2 people. Okay, let me do the talking.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. That really pisses me off. So how come right now, how come there's a delay? Because I'm looking at the screen. I look so fucking good. Look at me.
On the chat.
Look, I just flexed. I don't see myself flexing. But wait, you stopped it. So it's not live.
Oh, somebody is trying to watch the stream right now.
A third person?
Somebody sent in the chat.
Or are they talking? Let them talk. Let them talk.
If you read the chat, I keep trying to watch the live, and I'm getting a million calls. So
Who's the person?
I don't know. It's Sandy on something.
Oh, I think I know. It's one of my friends, so he's busy. Okay, tell him just to have the device on.
Okay.
So wait. Oh, shit, people are talking to us. That's open? You're fucking brilliant. How'd you do that? The people just can talk?
It's a feature.
How many more people are there talking?
It's just one guy right now.
Just make up the thing. Just say someone is, you're not creative? Just say something. Tony, what color underwear are you wearing? Oh, thank you for asking. It's gray. Yes, I put it on for the girl that was gonna come. I was gonna tell her the type of boxer briefs I wear. I had it all planned out for her. I had jokes planned out for her and all kinds of stuff. I can't wait for our podcast tonight. You know what? Really brings down my confidence level. I think tonight it should not be live. It should just be taped. That way, like if she sits in my lap, you can edit that part out. Who are you talking to? Who are you texting?
You asked me to look at the stream with my device.
Oh yeah. I want to see. I want to see. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's right. So yeah. So as long as okay, guys, if you're out there and you're listening, just have your device on. So even if you can't watch it, you can watch it later. Bobby will archive it, and you can watch it at a future time if you want to, or little parts of it. He'll edit the segments and all that. But just have the device on because those hours accumulate. We think. We're not sure. Oh, shit. Okay, so there's like a 2-second delay. Yeah, look at that. There's a good 10-second delay. Why is it a 10-second delay?
Because it's latency.
Are you sure it's set up properly?
No, it's normal. There's always a little stream delay.
Do they do that in case like you blow up something? Oh, shit. He just blew up something. Let's not show that, Bob.
No, I mean it's a latency thing. That's just how it is when you're broadcasting live. Anyway.
Oh, so it's not live. Okay.
Yeah, there's always a little delay. You know when you watch television,
Yeah.
there's always a little delay between what the actors see if it's live and then what the viewers see.
So our first live stream, I think it kind of went well. And, I was going to do the monologue from hell. But I think I was going to talk about how Bobby and Tommy are going to drive me to an early grave. I'm sure you guys had the conversation at one time. Let's fucking kill this guy. Let's give him a heart attack. Because, my dad had look, I know you did. I know you had that conversation. Because, my dad had 5 strokes before he was 50, before he was 49. He died at 49. And he had his first stroke when he was like 30. So sometimes, like when you guys leave the house at the end of your shift, I tell you all the time, have a good night, Bobby. Sleep well, Bobby. But in my head, I'm thinking, I hope I never see this guy again.
Why?
That's fucking insult. It's not it's one of my insults. It's good. People like it. Put that together from the monologue from death when I'm saying
You should keep going. I'm asking why because I want to know why you
more.
hate me.
Well, look, if I don't hate you. You know how much I like you, adore you. Okay, maybe not that far. But, the problem is sometimes when I'm talking to the camera and, I'm doing a monologue from hell, and sometimes it's like interferes when you're right in front of my sight because it's distracting, first of all, and you remind me of the hell I'm in. No, that insult didn't work. I'm actually heavenly in love with the fact that we're doing this show. I just fucking wish more people would watch. This is better than Joe Rogan. They only call that a comedy podcast because he was a comedian and he was on Fear Factor and all that. There's not a single joke. You watch 3 hours of it or you listen to it. Nobody's watching that shit for 3 hours. But, none of these people are going to ever get with me because I always talk badly about all the comics.
I mean, you shouldn't talk shit about other people. It's not very professional.
But I'm not professional. I'm not making money. I'm still an amateur after all these years, right?
Yeah, but you gotta act professional. You gotta fake it.
Fuck it. What are they going to do?
Really?
No, they're not going to have me on their show. Big deal. I'm not anticipating being on their show. I'm anticipating doing silent films. Look, Joe Rogan can't act. He's not doing films, let alone silent films where you're not talking and you're making people laugh. Even my gardener saw the silent film. The teaser, the handyman saw it. Everyone saw it. So look, 1 million people who are subscribed saw it. There's probably a couple million more not subscribed who saw it. And after all those millions of watch hours and millions of people watching, we haven't made any money? What the fuck? And every video that ends, every one of our videos, another channel's video comes on and they make money piggybacking off our videos. The fuck? Are you okay with that? Because I'm not. I'm not at all. Okay, how is it?
It's good. We have somebody in the chat who's talking.
Yeah, okay. What does he want to know?
You should pull out your phone and watch the stream. Leave your phone on.
Just tell me, what's the question?
Oh, Joe Rogan talks too much now. He doesn't let his guests talk anymore. He always just talks about COVID, government
Because you know why? Because he's boring. He's not talking about coochie. He's not talking about good shit, right? He's not funny. I'm funny. I got acting. I got all that shit. So why has he got all the money? If he's got 600 million, I should have like 60 billion, right? Yeah, who said that, by the way? I love them. Man, I love you. Do another comment. Let's go back and forth. We're live right now. You can say anything. Just don't mention like anything fraudulent or anything like. Just read it to me. I gotta turn this shit on. And come on, just read it to me. Is there another question? Come on, I can't wait. This is like a drug. Give it to me. Okay, let me see. This is like, okay, even my wife is saying, where's the live stream? Oh, she's not watching that. Even my wife's not watching. She doesn't want me to succeed. Okay, let me see. This is Bill from Capital Infusion. Yeah, I want $10 billion. Fuck you, Bill. Okay, let me see. Okay, so, I have to go and let me see how it looks now. Let me go. I love talking to AI about pick a topic. Tell me about pick a topic. And it says, yes, Tony Rockman, you have 200,000 subscribers. I'm like, check again. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's actually 318,000. And compare me to other comics. And it's like, yeah, fastest growing comedy podcast in the history of YouTube for unknown comic who's not established on HBO or anything. It's phenomenal. You'll have 1 million by next year. I love talking to AI, even though my kid's like, Dad, stop. Fucking loser. He's talking to AI again. Okay. So here we go. To watching. Fuck you, YouTube. Oh, shit. People are talking. I love it. Sandman, I love you. Live. I'm getting 1 million calls. Okay, just, you know what? If you're getting 1 million calls, answer your calls. Because obviously you have that ring and all the Armenian mafia are calling you right now. You have all the counterfeit Pepsi and the Red Bulls going out on pallets. Just do your business. Yeah. Oh, Joe Rogan doesn't let his guests talk anymore. Oh, that's kind of like me. Just talks about COVID. Yeah, fuck government, aliens. Well, aliens is kind of interesting, but you see how he talks really slowly? That's deliberate. That's how he goes on for 3.5 hours. It's so fucking boring. He should take an energy pill to go faster. And people just have that shit on. That's what happens when you're supported by big companies like Spotify, and big companies support you. You don't have to tell jokes. You don't have no pressure. You don't have to worry about that. Oh shit. So I have this guy watching. I fucking love you, man. I would kill for you. What do you want? Anything you want, I will do for you. You're like the one of 2 people. I don't fucking believe there's only 2 people watching. Who's this other person? True. LMAO. I made someone laugh.
We have 5 now.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Rally. Fuck yeah. 5 people. Yes. You know what? We're going to look back at this day. We're going to be like, oh shit, man, we made our millions. We're like, you're going to be on the beach with like your, whatever friend, person, romantic person that you're with, whoever that is. Oh yeah, okay. Sandman, but what if that's his password? Like his whole, like a fortune is connected to that. We shouldn't. And I don't have my reading glasses. Aristi. Azesti. I love you, Aristi. LOL. Oh, fuck, that's a second joke. I made him laugh again. Okay, welcome to live chat. Fuck you, YouTube. Give me my real numbers. Give me my actual viewership, man. Don't tell me I'm not going to have my viewership data till February of next year. Fuck you. I'll have 1 million subscribers before I get my fucking data. I just started cursing. Is that good? Do they allow that? Oh shit, good. So I can talk about that. And I can talk about how fucking, when you don't give someone something, that's concealment. I know about this. I'm from the Persian culture. Concealment is fraud. That's the definition of concealment. So they know I'm not going to sue them and spend, an attorney is going to want 100,000 retainer. And they know most creators, they fuck with everyone except like a Logan Paul, Eminem, Shakira. They're not going to fuck with people who have money. Because if I hire a lawyer, right away, he does discovery, motion to compel this shit. Hire an accountant, forensic auditing. Right away, we're so sorry. There must have been a mistake. We don't know why we didn't give you your data. Oh, here are your 9,000 people watching. Fuck you. You see, every company who knows they can get away with shit will get away with shit if they know they're going to get away with it. Every company. I didn't know they're like that. You know, I used to just watch them for years until you're like, if you're like living with someone for 3 months, like we've been with them 3 months, when you're living with someone, one day if you're ever living with someone, you'll find out everything about them, you know? If they're not clean, if they throw their Q-tips on the floor after cleaning their ears. I'm not talking about my wife. This is not her. That makes... Oh, fuck, I made someone laugh again. So, okay. So, do I refresh this? Will I get another subscriber or another person? Okay. So, live chat. Chat publicly as pick a topic. But I'm talking. So, okay. Nobody fucking liked it? Out of the 4 people watching, no one liked it? Guys, come on, like it. The one like. Come on, guys. You can like it. If you like it, I'll tell another joke. I already told like 10 million jokes, right? I made fun of you so many times. I wish Tommy was here. I'd make fun of him. Do you think he's happy right now wherever he is? Yeah, of course. He's not happy because he'd rather be with me finishing up the film. He was so happy that day in the park. And then I said, Tommy, let's get out of here. I'm really hot. I'm nauseous. He said, yo también. Fuck. Didn't you take Spanish in high school? Did you take Spanish in high school? Wasn't it mandatory? You took it online. That's a fucking scam. What did you take in high school?
Spanish.
You took Spanish. You don't know yo también means me too.
It's been like 10 years or something.
10 years since you were in high school? So you had your 10-year reunion?
No, but it's been almost.
Are you going to your 10-year?
It has been 10 years. It's been 5 years.
So I want to bring Taylor to my 40-year reunion coming up. 40 years. And Taylor is a tough girl. She's gorgeous, right? I'm going to say, see, that's a quarterback. Fuck him. I used to hate him. Go punch him in the mouth.
Why didn't you bring your wife?
Fuck, Bobby. I know you fucking love my wife. She's so wonderful. Your wife's so wonderful. Yeah, I'll bring my wife. So my 10-year reunion, I brought this really hot chick. This is before I knew my wife, before I was with her, before I met her. And I bought this chick a dress, perfume from Nordstrom. I bought her shoes, and I took her to my 10-year. And you're not going to believe it. She was in the bathroom the whole party making out with another girl. Yeah, fuck. And then to the end of the night, I found out she was in there making out with another girl. The whole time she wasn't with me. She's just like, I introduced her. I'm like, I'm with her. I'm very successful now. Look at my girl. I didn't pay her. She wasn't a hook or anything. You know, Dolly Parton's the biggest movie she ever made in her career was called The Best Little Whorehouse of Texas. But have you heard of that movie? I have a whorehouse joke. Bobby, it's coming. Have you, what happened to all my people? The people left? Oh, 3 likes. Thank you, guys. I love you. So, and I watched that when I was like 9. That was before I actually went to horrors. I mean, before I knew about horrors. Did I say it wrong? Okay, so these people who are watching are the luckiest people in the world and my true friends. So, yeah. So I would do anything for these people who are watching right now. I would like kidnap their next door neighbor's dog. No, you know I'm joking, Bobby. Come on. 2.5 months, I've told you about 15,000 jokes. You still think I'm serious? Leave the jokes to me, please. Okay. So let's our first live stream. You did that well. I like the way you capitalized everything because, you know, I like big letters. I like block letters. Beautiful exclamation point. You know, I like that. Like when I tell my wife, where's my laundry? Exclamation point. I like that. You did it very nicely. You spelled it correctly. You double-checked your work. I see this. Okay, 2.5 months. Now you've learned a lot. So if, God forbid, this doesn't work out and you leave, your next job, you know humor. You're laughing. I've taught you a lot of things about comedy, and comedy is the first cousin of drama. So any kind of drama you do, you know the ins and outs, the nuances of the work because you worked with Tony Rockman, right? As you say, the great Tony Rockman. I was gonna fire you that day, but then I saw that you wrote the great Tony Rockman. That saved your job, because even my kids don't say I'm great. My wife doesn't say it. After 24 years, I do all the shopping, I do all the shit, cheat on the taxes. It's okay. 2 people watching. What are the chances? It's the IRS? Probably not. Okay, just Spotify cloud that shit. Of course, you know I'm joking again. I make no money to cheat on taxes. I don't make any money. So what taxes? Anyway, I think that's it. I'm so deflated now. I feel like a balloon that just got popped. 4 fucking people?
We still got to film later too. So.
Yeah. So maybe we should take a break.
All right.
Lunchtime? Are you hungry?
Sure, we'll go.
I want this on camera. I got you lunch. I got you your bean burrito. That's what you wanted, right?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Can I tell one more story?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you know I got you at Trader Joe's udon noodles, the ones you like. They had it, and that reminds me. So years ago, before I was married, before I knew my wife, I was young before she fucked me up and destroyed me, and now I'm bald and messed up. And I was a young man, and I went to the gas station to put gas in my car. I think I might have had $1.25. I might have put like maybe 10 miles worth. And there was a really hot chick with a short skirt, and I picked her up. And at the time, I lived with my mom, and my mom lived across the street from the gas station. So I picked up this hot chick, and I said, well, you want to come over to my place? I didn't tell her it's my mom's house. You want to come over? She's not there. I said, you want to come over? She immediately went from the gas station across the street. She's in my mom's house, just me and her. Right away, within like 2 seconds of her going in the house, we start kissing. And she had bean breath. So whenever I think of bean burrito, I kept kissing her. What the fuck? Nasty, right? But she was hot. She had this short skirt. So then like maybe a half minute after the kissing, I take her to my room. I didn't have a mattress, so I laid her down on the ground. And she's on her back. And I feel funny telling you this because me, 4 people and you, but I couldn't, it didn't work. And she got mad. And she said, you need to go see a doctor. I'll never forget it. It's like 30 years ago. You need to go see a doctor. And I said, well, no, the problem is not that. The problem is I met you like 2.5 minutes ago in the gas station, and now you're laying on your back. My thing's obviously scared of you. Scared. Okay, half chuckle. You like that one, right? Okay. What, you want better than that for a guy with 4 people watching? Wait until I get 10 people watching. I'll be on a roll. So what do you think we're going to do with this show? We have all this shit that no one else has. No, I mean eventually. You think this is going to go where we want it to go? I really hope so too. And I think if we continue, I think there's no doubt that it will go where we want it to go. You know, just stay with me. You recognize I'm one of the best in the world. You're like one of those little guppy fish that hangs out, that swims with the big shark. That's like on the side of the shark. Just stay with me. Keep swimming with me. You like that analogy? Fuck. So good, I know. Just stay with me. Eventually, we're going to get there. And it's inevitable because there's just too much going on with this show. The silent films and the insults, and there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And the problem is not getting to 1 million subscribers. The shorts that you cut from Taylor's show and the shorts from tonight will easily get us to 6, 7, 800,000 subscribers. That's not the problem. The problem is the watch hours, the awareness is not, it's YouTube is not pushing it out there. They don't have to push it out there because they're piggybacking off our videos with other people's channels. They're making 70% off of the other channels. So they have no incentive to push our videos. Now I know how the whole thing works. So eventually when we get there, it'll be easier. It's like a rocket going through outer space, going to orbit. So there's a lot of resistance. It's like really super hard. Sometimes they blow up before they get to orbit, right? Space shuttle. But when they finally get there, wow, they're floating and things seem so easy. So now we still have that resistance. You like that one too, right? We have all that fucking resistance, but we're not going to fucking blow up. We're not going to blow up. And we're going to eventually get into orbit, and you're going to see, wow, you're looking at the globe of the planet Earth. It's so beautiful. Things are so beautiful from out there. I finally got away from my wife. That was one of the best ones, right? I thought of that yesterday. I was preparing that fucking joke. Look how he just stuck it in there. Who can do that? Joe Rogan? Of course not. Okay, so eventually, how far did we get?
Like an hour.
Okay, an hour times 4. Okay, let's see. That's 4 hours of watch time. Once you archive, remember, whatever you do, don't go private. Just go, once you archive, boom, it has to be public in order for that to count.
All right.
We're doing good. Acting, miming, writing, losing 200 pounds.
Do an outro and then I'll call it.
So, you know what? I think you have become a wonderful sport. We work really good together. I didn't know at first how it was going to work out, but now it's really working out. I see you care about your work, and you're really putting in the effort. You've learned from all the things I've taught you. I've taught you more than film school, right? I've taught you like street shit, right? When you sit at Starbucks, have your back to the wall so you can see who's coming, so you don't get shanked, right? That's very important. Because Tommy was with the expensive laptop right by the door. Anyone can come in, snatch that thing, and leave in a split second. And there's nothing you can do about it. So you sit all the way in back. And not only that, but you sit with your back against the wall for bill collectors too. So if they come in, you could just sneak to the bathroom. That one didn't work. Okay, next time. I love you guys. There's got to be at least 20 people watching. Why does it say 5? Okay, guys, the next live stream, I promise you, I won't be all alone. And by the way, Joe Rogan can't do this shit. Talk for an hour by himself. He can't do it. He needs alien conspiracy people like this guy was saying. Okay, I love you with all my heart. Thank you for watching. Tonight, we have another one with the queen of all women, Taylor Ann Ashley, the queen of all women. And she's going to be sitting right here in front. Okay, she can be sitting right here, not in the usual spot for guests. She's gonna be sitting right here. You could see all of her. It's gonna be phenomenal tonight, 6:30 tonight. Please watch. Might be a live stream if we choose to do it. I think, Bobby, you this time finally you earned your lunch. We're gonna go eat, enjoy. I even got you those plantain chips that you like. Thumbs up. Okay, try not to spill on the. But I didn't even tell you last time that you spilled all over the floor. I just cleaned. You're like my kid. I just cleaned it up. It's easier just to clean it than to tell you, Bobby, go clean it. Okay, guys, I love you with all my heart. Thank you for watching. Pick a topic.